All right, good morning from the USA, guys. I'm going to take a drive down to a little park. I kind of miss my walking. I need a little bit of exercise. It's actually kind of chilly. I should have brought my jacket, but oh well. Anyway, I'm going to head down to the park and we're going to talk about why so many men are leaving the West and what's the reason, and a little bit about dating here versus Southeast Asia. I've had some experience in both, and even recently jumped onto Tinder here just to see what it looks like nowadays. And it ain't pretty, guys. It ain't pretty. Stick around for today's video.
Southeast Asia calling me instead. Bangkok nights and Bali shores. Sick of dreaming, want something more. Pack your bags, don't hesitate. Gio, let's go before it's too late. Time keeps
Okay, guys, I just arrived at this little park. There's nobody here. I mean, it's early. It's 7 a.m. With the jet lag, I was waking up at 2 a.m. and last night I finally slept till about 4:30 a.m. today. So I got a full night's sleep because I went to bed around 8 p.m. And the breakfast at the hotel and the coffee start at 6 a.m. So I ate some breakfast, had some coffee, and I kind of missed exercise a little bit. So I decided, let me walk around. Let me find a little small park. This is kind of small town USA where I'm at, and it's just, there's nobody here right now. But nice, beautiful lake. I do miss this a lot. I miss this. I miss the change of seasons. So anyway, why men are leaving? Well, honestly, I think the first thing is just financial. A lot of people say the number one reason is the women. I don't really think it is. I think it certainly helps. That's certainly a big thing, but I don't think that's the number one reason. I think financial stress, debt, competing with the Joneses, all of that just kind of adds up, in my opinion. I think that was my underlying factor for me. I was working a couple of jobs, and it's so freaking expensive out here. So I went with my oldest son yesterday. I told him, I said, why don't we just we'll cook at your apartment. And, because we're not going out for every meal. It's impossible. I got breakfast at the hotel. And he's like, yeah, sure. So I said, I'll buy the groceries. I went out and I really just bought ingredients for 2 big meals for me and my sons. Of course, we're Italian, so we got pasta for the first meal. They missed my my pasta. So I made chicken Alfredo. And to feed the there's 4 of us total. And then I think I bought Italian sausage. I'm going to make that with some sausage and peppers and things like that. Then I'm going to make something called Mexican soup, which is quite good. So that'll last a couple of days as well. So literally got about I probably got 4 or 5 meals out of it for about $75 US. So yeah, I feel the pain with the eating at home, but that's still cheaper than going out. When I took my eldest son for his birthday out for Mexican food a couple days ago, the price was like over $100 for the 4 of us, me and my 3 sons, and it was expensive as hell. I was like, wow, we can't do this. We certainly can't do this for lunch and dinner every day. It ain't happening. Not with the car rental, the hotel, the flights, all of that. So anyway, but yeah, I think financial pressure, I really feel like that's number one. Number 2, of course, is the dating. I mean, let's be honest. It ain't pretty out here. It ain't pretty. I jumped onto Tinder just to kind of check it out. Just to see, okay, who am I going to match with? Now, granted, I'm not in a big metropolitan area, so the dating is not so good. But I did expand it out to see what was out in the Minneapolis-St. Paul region. Man, I mean, overweight women with several kids, and their list of demands that you got to be a certain height. And even if you are like somewhat interested even in a heavier girl, man, if you're not 6 foot, making 6 figures and a 6-pack abs, she's probably not interested in you anyway. Now, this is actually a really nice park. And, you know, which is ridiculous. They've got these high standards, but we're supposed to accept the fact that she's 300 pounds, 200 pounds, whatever. Anyway, hey, listen, if that's your thing, if you like cankles, if you like double chins, and a girl with a mustache, then hey, maybe the dating here is for you, but it isn't for me. Not anymore. On a little, I guess you can come out here and fish. And actually, I probably will come out here and do some fishing. I just talked to a guy as I was coming in. He pulled out a big northern pike out of here. So, yeah, but it's actually kind of cold, man. I have lost my ability to handle the cold like I used to. I'm gonna keep walking. I just want the exercise. But yeah, the dating, the financial thing is really huge. I mean, it's just so expensive. The gas. I mean, gas is expensive in Asia too. But most of us, when you get out there, you're gonna probably buy a motorbike, or you're gonna use the taxis, or you're gonna use the buses, or if you're in Bangkok, you're gonna use the Sky Trains, the BTS and the MRT. You're not really going to so much probably buy a car. That's very few of us actually go out and buy a car. Just trying to see what kind of fish and stuff I could see. Oh, yeah, here we go. We got some ducks going on over here. Whoa, this thing is moving around. There's the ducks. Now, in the Wisconsin, Minnesota area, they have the bird in Minnesota. It's the state bird. It's called the loon. If you've never heard the sound of a loon, it is the most beautiful sound I think a bird can make. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. So anyway, the dating, and the only ones that I was like, I went onto Tinder, and the only ones I were attracted to were girls that would not date a guy who's turning 55 next month. They're not dating me. I saw a few, like I matched with a few that were okay, you know, but it's not for me. God. Slim pickings, I tell you what. I think a lot of people, a lot of guys, and if they spend any time overseas, like in Southeast Asia, well, I think they come back and they will just be not interested over here anymore with the dating so much. And the relationship culture is just completely different. And I think if you get over to Southeast Asia and you start to date, you get onto the dating site or you meet in person, whatever way you want to do it, then you won't be satisfied here anymore, I can tell you that. Now, one site a lot of guys have been using to meet women in Southeast Asia is AsianWives.com. And what stands out is it's more focused towards guys looking for genuine long-term relationships instead of just swipe culture or hookup apps. A lot of people are tired, I think, of the constant games, the ghosting, transactional feeling dating has turned into back home. And they're looking for something a little more traditional and relationship-oriented. Obviously, you know, you still need to use some common sense anywhere online. But for guys seriously interested in meeting women from places like the Philippines, Thailand, or Vietnam, it's another option worth looking into. I'll put the link down in the description and also the pinned comment if you guys want to check it out. But honestly, I think what many people are searching for goes beyond just dating. Well, I'm getting my exercise in. I'm walking. I'm enjoying the outdoors. It's actually, I guess it's, you know, I have my phone and watch and everything set to Celsius. It says 18 degrees Celsius right now, which I suppose is what, around in the 60s? Does that sound right? Maybe somebody can convert it for me off the top of my head. I don't remember. Yeah, nice little park. I might have to start doing this in the mornings because I miss the walking. And I've got about 5 more days here in this sleepy little town of Wisconsin. A lot of people think I'm in Minnesota. No, I flew into Minneapolis and then I drove to Wisconsin. So I'm not in Somalieville. I mean Minneapolis. But I like it. I do. I like the small town. I like the people. I would say are pretty friendly. You know, at breakfast time, it's very easy to chat with some of the people here. So I can't say that's unfriendly here because it's not. The guy at T-Mobile who helped me with my setting up my new phone, I swapped up my everything. I've switched to Apple, but my US phone was still a Samsung S24, and I changed it, that phone, just to a iPhone 17e. I have the iPhone 17 Plus for my Thailand, and it's starting to warm up and sun's starting to come out here. I'm going to see how far this little park goes, but yeah, I'm kind of digging this little park. It's nice. I think they got tennis courts. I've noticed pickleball apparently is catching on out here as well. I saw pickleball courts and stuff here. I guess that's kind of the new thing, just not only popping up all over Southeast Asia. I thought it was something that was popping up all over Southeast Asia, but it's, I guess, becoming popular here as well. So I think there's lots of reasons that guys are just getting fed up here, but the financial, the dating, I think it's less stress. I think you kind of slow down a bit and you enjoy life a lot more in Southeast Asia. I mean, unless you're somebody who's not working anymore and you have time to go to the parks and take your drives. That's another thing that I really kind of enjoy, is the driving. I've been doing that lately and love it. I'm actually really looking forward to the drive down to Tennessee. It should be some nice driving. So that I will do. My oldest son, he's got his own apartment and everything, and he's got a job and a girlfriend, and he just doesn't. A lot of people were asking why wouldn't I stay with my oldest son? Well, he lives with his girlfriend, and it's a small place, and I just rather pay for and have my own space in the hotel. There's a guy up here fishing. He just pulled out a big northern pike. He told me earlier, so you're walking by him again. Now, come on, people. Really? Why do you got to leave your drink there? There's trash cans and stuff up there. That annoys me. You know, people, this is one thing that annoyed me about the Philippines a lot, was that people would leave their trash can. I mean, they would leave their trash everywhere. In the Philippines, they didn't have trash cans, so I don't want to say I get it or understand it, but I think the Philippines is half at fault because they just don't even provide garbage cans or anything. Yeah, I mean, friendly people here, so I don't have any complaints. I can't say that people aren't friendly. Not in small town America. You know, there's still lots of friendly people here. I think I'm coming back down to the end here, so we're probably going to wrap up the video. But, yeah, my experience on Tinder here, pretty dismal, man, pretty dismal. And I went, I expanded it out. I didn't just do small town America here, because I get that wouldn't really be a good indicator of how good the dating is. I mean, if you're in a small town. So I expanded it all the way out into Minneapolis, St. Paul. And no, it's not good. Southeast Asia, I tell you. I'm happy I live there. I'm happy I live there. But on the flip side, I really am enjoying my trip. I am immensely. Of course, I want to be here and see my sons and hang out, see my mom. I'll be seeing my sister down in Tennessee at her small home living, tiny home living, I guess they call it. And yeah, anyway, I'll be making videos as I go here, guys. I just kind of sharing my experience, my thoughts. You know, this is not like I come every 5 years. I come once or twice per year. So, but every time I come back, it is reverse culture shock. It really is. The sticker shock, you know, going through TSA with them barking out orders versus in Asia, the way the women look, you know, the women you are attracted to aren't attracted to you here, you know. They're not doing age gap. You'd be lucky, possibly, maybe you could do a 5-year age gap if you're lucky. And you got to keep yourself in shape, of course. And that helps also in Southeast Asia. So anyway, that's where I'm going to end it, guys. If you want to check out AsianWives.com, again, I'll leave it in the description and also the pinned comment. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Southeast
Ciao.
Asia calling me instead. Bangkok nights and Bali shores. Sick of dreaming, want something more. Pack your bags, don't hesitate. Gio, let's go before it's too late. Time keeps slipping